Dear friends, for those of you in need of good news, DEI is dead. It is so dead. DEI is DEAD. Huh? Pretty clever, huh? Gone, dead, through, sayonara. Remember the old days when we had things like affirmative action? And for those of us in the media biz, we knew them as quotas, called them quotas. Well, this is a different story. As 2025 approaches within days, it is evident to those of us with two eyes and working synapses that DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, insanity, that these initiatives and orders are in decline and are soon on their way out. This is across college campuses and across universities all over the place. Reflecting, and by the way, campus reform is a wonderful peroration of this particular story, but reflecting a broader cultural and political shift. States like my native Florida, Texas, and Utah have spearheaded and been most active in promoting this particular movement through legislation that targets directly DEI insanity and programming, signaling what we believe is, I hope, a significant retreat from politics and policies and mandates that once was seen as basic, abecedarian, foundational, kind of inescapable. And this trend coincides with the anticipated policy priorities of the Trump administration, yay, which is expressed an absolute and unmistakable intent to end this absolute insanity. In fact, it's also intended and stated that it would slash federal funding, potentially abolishing, let me just say this, the Department of Education. Go, Elon, go, Vivek, despite its allocation of over $1 billion in DEI grants since 2021. Grants for what? For indoctrination, for insanity. That's what. Now, the University of Michigan, start with that, has long known for its substantial and pretty sizable DEI investments. And they've announced it will no longer solicit diversity statements for faculty hiring or promotion or tenure. A faculty working group, listen to this, at the university recommended this change. And they argued that statements like that can stifle and limit and quash and chill and cool freedom of expression, diversity of thought, actually kill diversity of thought. And the decision follows a history, listen to this, of significant DEI expenditures by the university, including over $100,000 on its annual DEI summit and $2,000 on an espresso machine, which critics have pointed as emblematic of misplaced priorities. At least I didn't say espresso, which some people do. Now in Florida, my native Florida, the state's public universities are undergoing profound changes to comply with Governor DeSantis' 2023 legislation banning taxpayer-funded DEI caca del toro. Florida International University removed 22 DEI-based courses from its core curriculum, including anthropology of race and ethnicity and introduction to LGBTQ plus studies. Oh, God. I can't even say that without wanting to puke. And the law has forced institutions to redirect and refocus or eliminate altogether DEI-related spending, which totaled $15 million across the state's public universities in 2023. And these changes, these significant alterations have sparked debates, as you can imagine, about academic freedom and the role of government in shaping university curricula and blah, 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 blah. It's over. How about the University of Texas at Austin? Hook 'em horns has been taking compliance, I guess, kind of a step further, so to speak, by auditing its website to identify and remove DEI-related programs or events prohibited under Texas law. I love this. In addition to removing approximately 60 staff positions. 60! Isn't that nice? The university has discontinued identity-based graduation ceremonies. Oh, I'm looking at this right now. I want to puke as black graduation. Latinx, or as I call it, Latinx graduation. And graduation. Get it? Asian, A-S-I-N, graduation. How punny. Put them in the penitentiary. Critics argue that these measures erode campus inclusivity, which supporters contend they uphold regarding these legislative mandates and preserve public funding integrity and whatever. I don't care. Just get rid of this. How about this? A study co-written by Rutgers has further challenged the efficacy of DEI initiatives. I love this stuff. It suggests that these programs can inadvertently foster division and hostility. You think? Rather than unity. And this perspective, this point of view, has gained some significant attraction among policymakers and administrators and educators who question the practical outcomes of these programs. Notably, listen to this, Rutgers faced scrutiny for its significant investment in DEI, spending over $4 million on equity-related administrative costs in 2023 alone, whatever the hell that even means. And this, the University System of Georgia, I like that sound, has moved to scale back DEI initiatives, dealing with and adopting kind of what they call institutional neutrality programs and policies that reinforce, imagine this, First Amendment rights. These changes and alterations are part of, as they say, a broader effort to promote academic integrity and reduce ideological influences across the campuses. Listen to this. Past expenditures, I'm reading this, check this out, such as $493,000 plus a grant to Georgia Southern University's College of Science and Math for DEI in the sciences, highlight the financial commitments that are now under, shall we say, reassessment. Conservative students, conservative organizations, conservative student unions have long voiced concerns about being marginalized, silenced, shelved, you name it, killed, their voices destroyed on college campuses, which are dominated by this nonsense, progressive ideological bunkum. Organizations like the Great Campus Reform, which I will cite accordingly, encouraged and bolstered by their readers, emerged as vocal opponents. These advocates have argued, and we've always argued, that DEI has no place in these schools. DEI does nothing to improve or to expand upon the intellectual pursuit that one would normally consider to be a part of college. And I say it's about time. And you know what's even worse? Let me tell you something. 87% of those people who watch my incredible videos, learn from them, enjoy them, smile, glean, sometimes steal. 87% of the people who watch them don't subscribe to this channel. That's disgusting. So you're going to fix that. Subscribe, like the video, and hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever I do, I beg, beseech, importune, and implore you to comment. Comment as you see fit.